Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E311, a 1963D plastic tubed roll. Welcome back. We have Dan, Eric SFC, and Parvis in the house. Draw a chip in 15. I'm going to have to get my bag back. Give these a good shake. It seems like we're always getting... Oh boy, I'm going to need a knife maybe. Where is the end? Oh. No. Boy, that tape's crispy. Let's see what I can do here to open this. Wow, is that hard? All right, let's see if I can do it with these. Without cutting my finger off, please. All right, hopefully I didn't. I got it. Oh, I did. Yay. All right. Here we go. Otis, welcome. We have double, let me change my cheat sheet. We have double die obverses and reverses and RPMs for 63D. A huge desirable DDO FS 101, and then let's see what kind of DDRs we have. I believe there's plenty of class 2. There's lots of DDOs, lots of doubled eyelids. Class 2, lots of class 2 DDRs. And lots of RPMs. So we will get it going. Crispy, welcome to the show. This roll might take a couple more minutes. Just because there's so much to look for. In the class 2 on the reverse, you kind of got to go slow to look for it. Coin number 2 for Carl. This nickel I found is red. Is it painted red? Late dye state. Huh. I don't have a clue, Parvis. I don't know. Little machine doubling on the back there. Dirty, we are still at it. Just started the 63D roll. Coin number 3, I think. Eric Maith. Yeah, you probably got a couple more hours left if you work like I used to work. And nothing yet. 2020p. Yeah, I don't know, Parvis. I can't think of any anomaly within the minting process that would turn a coin red. To me, it would have to be something artificial or heat or something like that. It's not like copper like a cent, is it? Well, if you like it and you're calling it beautiful, that would be something that I might keep. Oh, all right. Sorry about that. Weird stuff has been going on with uh, weird stuff has been going on with YouTube. I had reveals last week, and even the reveal show that the dates and times got changed. And I don't know how it happened. I think Chuck had the same problem where he had stuff that the dates changed by themselves. I know that the reveal show Monday, I got notification at 5:30 in the morning that it was coming on in a half hour, and I was like, well, how did that happen? I know that it was at 7 o'clock because I scheduled the reveal or the show. And then I looked and I had missed one of my reveals last week because it said that it was supposed to go off at like 3:14 or something like that in the afternoon the day before. So I'm not sure what was going on last week. All right, that looks like an RPM. Let's see what we got. Well, that looks pretty close. Let me look over here. I don't know. It does look like RPM 8, but has nothing to match it up with 8. Let me look on the reverse, see if we got any of this. Ooh, we do. It is RPM 8. Bam. That's a good one. So our first variety in the roll is RPM number 8. I guess, like I say, Eric, I'm not sure, but I've never had it happen before. Let me open this up so I can check something. All right, Dirty Water, you started us off. You are lucky, I gotta say that. Let me put a tag on this. 1MM008. And that crosses to RPM number 8 and WRPM number 8. Coin number 8, Coins and Ghouls. Broke the ice. I think that's the first find in 3 rolls, if my memory is correct. Uh-oh, is that a bad luck? I'm not sure about that stuff. I don't know a whole lot about tradition and all that kind of stuff. Number 9, Indigenous Treasures. Well, you can't find them if you don't look, Paul. There are a lot of stuff for 64, 63. And that's the only advice I can tell the people that find when you go, wow, this guy finds all sorts of stuff. Chances are he's looking through a lot of stuff to find it. There's a lot to find in 63D, Paul. There is a lot to find. Coin 11 for Sissy. Come on, let's find some more of those. Seen this die pair. Yeah, 8 is one you don't find a ton of either. Also, one of the U.S. gold depositories is at the West Point Mint. And I believe all the mints have a gold depository except for Philadelphia. And it's probably because of their general orientation or direction from West Point and Fort Knox. That's something you're going to have to do, Paul. Get something. Well, of course, they probably don't want you sitting at a desk for hours at a time right now either. So it's probably better you don't have something set up. But eventually get yourself something set up at a table and do you in 20 or 30 minute segments, because that's going to be the first thing they say too is don't sit for an hour. Make sure you move every 20 minutes. Make sure you do this every 20 minutes. At least that's what they did for me after I got back up and moving around. They were like, you cannot be sitting all day long. You need to move. And of course, one of the best things that happened to me during my injury was I was still young. When you get injured when you're old, you just do not heal as fast. The last time I hurt my back, it literally, I thought I was going back for surgery again. But it ended up getting better after about a month and a half. It's still a little sore, but not where it was. Well, we got a struck through grease on the face. Yeah, if you're in bed, you could always get a loop and a good overhead light and insert some stuff here and there. Be like me. I'll get in bed and yeah. And you don't want to, you be able to do more, but you can get up and do stuff here and there. Oh, congratulations. Thank you, Eric, SFC. I would have missed that without you. Chubby Pop Chaser wins the giveaway. E317. Well, the good thing with me, Paul, is when I had my major injury, I was young. I mean, it was literally, I can tell you the day. It was the day that OJ drove up the freeway, was the day that I had my major injury. So I was still literally, I don't think I was 30 years old yet. And I can tell you the body heals a lot better when it's 30 than it does when it's 60. When I put the floor down in the one bedroom after the hurricane, my knee it's never gotten better. It's going to have some attention from the doctor, I think. Yeah, 60's the new 40, right? Isn't that what they say? Yeah, my dad always said that, Parvis. He says the older you get, it seems like you get sick and it don't come off fast. That's for sure, Eric. That is for sure. Even when you get a cold or something like that. Man, I get a cold or the flu or something like that. It's an automatic week where when I was young, it's a couple days and you get rid of it. 57 is the new 90, right? I was part of the time. Most of it is because I'm just big, and to get up off the floor, that's what ended up hurting it, is me standing up off the floor. Because I'm naturally a big person. Man, Dan. Well, I think you got a pretty good chance at this point. Well, I can't type worth a hoot, that's for sure. But I got my keyboard's keys are smaller than my fingers, so. If I could get down to 230 pounds again, my knees would probably thank me. The only good thing that I can say is I'm not 400 pounds. So. And the weird part is when I was near 400 pounds, I was in great shape. I could run and all that stuff. Frostbite, welcome to the show. Coin 21 for Carl. 1 RPM in the roll. Come on. Seen this die pair a bunch. I'm not even going to look at the reverse on this one, because we keep seeing her. Eric Beyer is next. Oh yes, happy birthday, Dan. I didn't even get that out of what you said. I was thinking about your dad more than I was thinking about you. 57 years old. Coin 23 for Mickey. I've seen this die pair before. We have got to be getting more of these RPM number 8s. You know he loves you, Frostbite. You're hard not to love. There you go, Dan. Did you find anything good? Or did you find anything, even if it wasn't good? Dirty Water. The I was going to say the irony would be he'll get the second copy being he got the first copy, but he got the regular East-West die scratch die. Yeah, that's been my thing. When like I said, I searched 5 nickel rolls and didn't find anything. How is everybody's weekend lining up? Do we have any big plans to do anything? I will be doing a 42p roll Sunday afternoon, and we should have a die variety show going on tomorrow. I think that is dependent on whether his air conditioning gets fixed or not. I'm not sure. But we did get the server and all that figured out, which is neat. Coin 29. Chubby Pop. I just smile every time I say that name. I say that every time I say the name. It's funny. Just a name that makes you smile. Well, I want to wish you good luck. I hope you find something really good. Looking for W's. They're still out there, Parvis. I actually got one a month or so ago, and it was in pocket change. So it's been floating around since 2019 or 2020. Coin 31 for Mark. Searching shields at the moment. 3 rolls of 2011. All right. Hard to find 2019s. Oh, the W's? Yeah, sure. Well, there were only, I think, 2 million each one. And there was a lot of kids that, like I was saying, they want to get kids into the hobby. You keep throwing coins that somebody will give them $20 for out there, and you're going to have kids in the hobby. And I do know that there's younger people in the variety hobby that they started by looking for W quarters. I realize that they want people to buy commemoratives and buy all this stuff, but you cannot expect a kid to have the money to pay $100 for a silver coin when he can't pay his own rent. We all want to be like Mickey, Dan. I'm glad to hear he's having a great day finding stuff. I haven't got on Discord yet today, so that's probably why I haven't seen it. That, Dirty Water, I actually started out a little different. My son wanted those Whitman albums and some pennies for Christmas one year, and that's what I bought him. And then I got him, I want to say 20 rolls from the bank, just regular change. And we did that for a couple months, and then I was like, I want to do a nice set. And I had collected coins when I was young. And then I said, well, I want an uncirculated set. And then I put it together. And then I was like, well, I want an uncirculated roll set. And I pretty much put it together, except for, the stuff you don't get. And then I was like, well, I want 5 rolls of everything. And then I started collecting mint sewn bags. And at one point I had over 200 mint sewn bags. So it just got out of hand. And then one of the persons that I was buying rolls from said, you know, you should look through some of this stuff. There's a lot of stuff to be had. And of course, then I looked through some stuff and I found little RPMs in and then I was started to buy more rolls, and of course I was buying all the rolls and all the bags I could get my hands on. Then I wanted to buy other denominations, so I started buying nickels, dimes, quarters, halves, silver dollars, silver, everything. Then I actually opened up a business where I would buy estates, and that's actually how I got the abundance of pennies that I have. Is it used to kind of be a courtesy. I used to, they used to say, well, what should I do with this stuff? There's at that time, most BU rolls were like 65 cents, 75 cents. And the dealer is basically going to say, we're going to pay you face value. And if it's a decent roll, they might pay you 60 cents. And I would just say, hey, you can take it to the bank, or I'll pay you what the bank would pay you, and then I'll take it to the bank. And most of the change I took to the bank, but the bank wrapped rolls I always kept. It was a good deal. But then it became work, and I was buying more junk jewelry and junk silver, and I never had time to look at coins because I was always working through buys. I spent all my time buying and selling. I didn't spend my time looking at anything that I liked. Who won 15? It was Chubby Pop Chaser. And we've got 1 RPM in the roll. This die right here has been a lot. We've seen it a lot. And hey, one of my good friends has found so much stuff in pocket chains that, it's amazing, the stuff that Brian Allen has found in pocket change. Of course, he wrote the book Strike It Rich with Pocket Change. Him and Ken Potter. It's a great book for all of you that don't have a copy. You should definitely have one because the stuff within it is a lot more realistic to find than the Cherry Picker's Guide. So we've got 1 RPM in this roll, which is disappointing in itself. And if Paula was here, we'd say, hey, we got an L into the rim. She would love that. I don't know. I think it was equal, Frostbite. I don't know. I know that a lot of the finds that are listed in there are finds that Brian Allen have found. But I actually have never asked that question. I think they're working on an update. As far as I know, the last time I heard anything about it, I was told to keep an eye out for stuff that was new in circulation from Brian that I thought could be in addition to the dates that aren't in there. I'm sure there'll be a 2023 or 1 or 2 of the 2023 nickels in there because there's a lot of nickels varieties to be had. Yeah, well, that I think that is more on the publisher's side than it is on the author's side. I'm not sure about that either, though. But even the Cherry Pickers Guide, that their photos are black and white, and a lot of that is because where a lot of those photos were taken, they were taken with 35 millimeter film. I mean, that's like Wexler's website. Everybody goes, "Wow, he has markers listed, but doesn't have photographs of them." And that is because they were using, they're not going to spend $10 on a roll of film to photograph a coin. Even the original RPM book, the Lincoln Cent RPM book, are all black and white, and they're all like that. Very few photos, a lot of information. The nickel, but there's some good ones, Dirty Water. There's a couple 2023 nickels that while Brian Ribber lists them as Class 8, I think they're Class 2. I will be at the January Fun Show, Doug. Ooh, what's that? That is metal. But I'm going to take a peek. Most definitely a chip of metal. Yes, I will be there, Doug. Yeah, but most of the double dies before 2022 are like doubling in the doorway, like the door jamb or the roof of the door. Those are Class 9. And they're like the columns in the Lincoln Memorial. But the doubling in 2022 and 2023 and 2024 is all over the place. In Lincoln Cents. Black and white photos, Eric. Do I update the black and white photos? If there's black and white photos on copper coins and I've got the coin, I will update it to color. Like I say, I don't know about printing and how they make books and all that stuff. So I am unfamiliar. I don't recognize this die pair. With the process. But I use color, but it's so easy now with the digital age, and the digital cameras have come a long way. They take good pictures now. Like, you go back 10 years and the digital cameras were kind of cheesy. They didn't take real great pictures. Look at that. An RPM number 8, last coin. The ender, too. Here, let me draw a chip. You guys can have that. I don't need it. Coin 31. Let's see who coin 31 is. They're going to get this. RPM number 8. And that's Mark Thomas. Congratulations, Mark Thomas. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Doug. No reason for it to be for me. I've already got it. And I'm going to write a note that that's for Mark Thomas. There is the chip. There is the coin, so everybody knows. All right, everybody, my next reveal is Sunday. It is a 1942P tube roll, and I will have a show tomorrow with Frostbite, I believe. Are we doing a show tomorrow, Frostbite, if you're still here? And then I will be doing a show with Chuck in the evening. So I hope to see you all there. If not, I'm sure I will see you around the coin community over the weekend. I hope everybody has a great night and a wonderful weekend, and we'll see y'all soon. We'll talk to you later.